Today, countless precious moments continue to be gifted to us by Kim Taehyung and JUNGKOOK, filled with emotions that resonate deeply with fans around the world. These moments are not just simple interactions, but reflections of something that feels layered with admiration, comfort, and an unspoken understanding. On this particular occasion, what we witnessed felt especially significant as Jungkook once again revealed, in his own subtle way, where his attention instinctively turns. In a gesture that many immediately noticed, he moved past others and reached directly for Taehyung, their hands meeting in a way that felt natural yet meaningful. It wasn't forced or dramatic, but the simplicity of it made it stand out even more. The way their hands connected seemed to carry a quiet familiarity, something that didn't need explanation, yet invited endless interpretation. For many watching, it became less about the action itself and more about what it seemed to represent. What made this moment even more compelling was how effortlessly it happened, without hesitation or second thought, as if it was simply instinct. Jungkook didn't appear to calculate the situation or consider how it might be perceived. Instead, his actions felt immediate and genuine. Moments like these often lead people to draw their own conclusions, seeing them as reflections of a deeper bond built over years of shared experiences. The connection between them has always been something fans observe closely, not because of grand statements, but because of small, consistent gestures that repeat over time. Whether it's the way they stand near each other, exchange glances, or unconsciously mirror each other's energy, these details create a narrative that feels continuous rather than isolated. Their dynamic has often been described as something that goes beyond ordinary interaction, shaped by time, familiarity, and mutual understanding. Over the years, BTS has shown countless moments of unity and teamwork. Yet within that, certain pairings naturally draw attention because of how seamlessly they connect. Taehyung and Jungkook's interactions in particular tend to stand out because of their consistency. It's not about one moment proving something, but about how similar moments appear again and again, creating a pattern that fans recognize. This consistency is what makes each new interaction feel like a continuation of something already established, rather than something entirely new. Another detail that caught attention in that moment was the way Jungkook looked at Taehyung. Eye contact, often overlooked, can reveal more than words ever could, and in this case, it carried a certain intensity that didn't go unnoticed. It wasn't just a passing glance, but something more focused, as if his attention was fully centered in that moment. Small gestures like the slight pause before looking away or the subtle expressions that follow often become the details people revisit the most. These are the kinds of moments that feel fleeting in real time, but leave a lasting impression afterward, precisely because they seem so unfiltered. For those who have followed them for years, these interactions are not surprising, but rather familiar. There has always been a certain ease in the way they exist around each other, a comfort that doesn't seem to require effort. This comfort is often what people interpret as authenticity because it appears unchanged regardless of the situation, whether they are on stage, in interviews, or simply sharing space. The idea that their dynamic remains consistent across different environments is what strengthens the perception that what people are seeing is genuine, rather than something performed. At the same time, it's important to recognize that moments like these are often open to interpretation. Fans naturally try to understand and connect with what they see, sometimes building narratives around gestures that may simply be part of a close friendship. What makes Taehyung and Jungkook's interactions so captivating is precisely this balance between what is visible and what remains unspoken. Their connection, whatever its nature may be, clearly carries a sense of trust and familiarity that has developed over time, shaped by years of working, growing, and experiencing life together. Ultimately, what makes these moments so impactful is not just the gestures themselves, but the feeling they create. There is a certain warmth and authenticity that people connect with, something that feels real even without explanation. Whether someone interprets it as deep friendship, strong mutual respect, or something more symbolic, the emotional response it generates is undeniable. Their interactions remind people of the power of simple, genuine connection, the kind that doesn't rely on words or declarations, but instead reveals itself through small, consistent actions. This is why moments like these continue to resonate so strongly. They are brief, almost ordinary on the surface, yet they carry a weight that keeps people talking, analyzing, and remembering. In the end, what Kim Taehyung and JUNKOOKS share is something that feels meaningful to those who watch them, not because it is defined, but because it is felt. And sometimes that feeling alone is enough to make even the simplest interaction unforgettable.